Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Aveda Institute Winnipeg Open House Night. So excited to be here. This is personally my first open house with Aveda Institute Winnipeg, and I could not be happier. It's just so exciting to be a part of this. And so, yeah, let's just hop right in. Do not forget, we got a lot on our plate tonight. So don't forget, stay until the end. Just so you know, we are going to be doing a draw for this amazing Aveda prize pack. It is worth over $200. So you're going to want to hang in there and hang out with us until the very end. So yeah, we got lots on our plate tonight. We're going to be talking to an industry expert, one of our educators. We're going to be talking to one of our students who's going to give us a demonstration on how to cut textured hair. We're going to do a tour of the school, and we got a lot of really good stuff coming up tonight. So thank you so much for joining us. I am Angela, if I have not said that yet. I am the admissions manager here at Aveda Institute Winnipeg. So thanks for being here. Let's just hop right into it. So you are obviously here because you are considering investing in your future by attending Aveda Institute Winnipeg. So we wanted to take the opportunity to kind of show you what to expect when you join us here. So first thing that I want to talk to you a little bit about is the Aveda brand, which is so important when you're thinking about attending a school to give you that future in hairstyling. So let's talk about the Aveda brand. Like Apple is to iPhones or phones in general, Starbucks is to coffee, Aveda is to hair. So when you are coming to Aveda, you are going to be expecting that what's the word I'm looking for? that expectation. We're bringing it up several levels. You're going to be getting the best of the best education. The curriculum is absolutely cutting edge. Basically, what we want to do here at Aveda is help you learn how to build your business from the ground up. So there are a lot of things that we offer here. First of all, our amazing kit. Basically, what I like to tell you when you're coming to Aveda, the kit that you're going to be getting is going to be setting you up for success. You just come to school, you bring a bag lunch because we're going to provide you with all the rest of it. We're going to teach you how to build your social media. Social media is huge these days. This is how you're going to build your online portfolio. We're going to show you how to properly showcase your work, because when you're taking picture of hair, you all know, you follow all of the Instagram stories, all of your favorite hairstylists on Instagram, and you can see that when they're showcasing their hair, there's something about it. So we're going to bring in a professional photographer. We're going to show you how to properly show. It's not just like taking a selfie. You got to have the right lighting, you got to have the right angles, and really something to really showcase that artwork that you have put into play there. We also bring in a chiropractor or physiotherapist, because we want to teach you how to take care of your body. Your body is your temple. This is what is going to keep you going for years and years and years in the business. So we want to teach you everything from how to build your business, take care of your body, learn the Aveda color line, which is extremely customizable. We're going to get into all that. Don't you worry. So yeah, lots of hands-on work when you're in school here. It's not just going to the textbooks. You'll do textbooks work for maybe about a couple months while you learn that theory. But it's really a hands-on program, and you have educators with you every step of the way, really teaching you to learn the science behind the hairstyling career. Yeah, and Aveda really just provides you with an endless opportunity. So as you get started on the Aveda program, you're going to see it's just next level for education and for that hairstyling career. So we're going to get started tonight. Lots of good things to show you. And I think that we should actually first start out, how about a little tour of the school?
It's time for a tour of the beautiful Aveda Institute Winnipeg. Isn't she gorgeous? So as we walk in, we see our amazing Experience Center. This is where our students educate their clients on products used in their service, and also, with the help of our knowledgeable frontline staff, they can share the value and benefits about more from our 100% vegan product line, including makeup, skin, and of course, body care. Next, I'm going to take you upstairs. That's right, up these 2 stairs. This gorgeous room filled with so much natural light and a perfect view of our historic exchange district is where our students begin their journey in learning the theory behind the art and science of hairstyling. Also, check out this private sink area. Perfect for practicing those Aveda neck and scalp massages. So relaxing. Now, let's go check out the action on the clinic floor. This is where you will find the hustle bustle of putting all that theory into practice. Maybe you'll be working closely with an educator on a client, or, oh, who's that pretty lady? Hi! Anyways, this is also where you'll be exploring the products. You're going to be creating those color recipes. You're going to learn all about the different treatments. You're also going to have to work on building your social media portfolios. You'll practice your styling, cutting, barbering, perming, relaxing, extensions. Oh, hello again. So that's basically the student workshop. And of course, students have to have an area to chill, store their stuff, grab a Kit Kat, take a load off, and of course, stay hydrated. So now I've got one final place to show you. Hope you're getting excited. Here is our salon, and this is where our Aveda stylists actually work on their clients. And that's right, this place is stacked with class. We hope to see you real soon. Bye!
Well, that was a fun little video. Who was that pretty lady? That was me, just saying. Yeah, thank you for that, Naomi. So next we're going to be talking to one of our educators. Amelia is with us. She's been in the industry for over 12 years now, and she has joined the Aveda Institute Winnipeg as an educator. So hi, Amelia.
Hi.
You look gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. Amelia, so let's just hop right into this. I just would like if you could maybe tell us a little bit about your journey after you finished your hair schooling.
So after I was done hair school, I worked in a variety of different salons, kind of smaller end salons that were more local to like the area that I was currently working in and living in. And then I worked at a salon that also was more of a, like, I would call it a luxury salon. So it was, you know, there was an upstairs, a downstairs. It was more of a luxury salon and spa. So I really got a variety of different types of salons and kind of what you would expect in those salons.
Cool. So what advice would you give somebody who is looking to get into that luxury salon setting?
So some advice that I would give anybody looking to work in a luxury salon would be apprentice while you can. If you're in school, it really just gives you a big opportunity to gain more experience, which is ultimately what a salon or stylist would be looking for, as well as accumulating those apprenticeship hours. So the faster you get those done, the faster you get really into working and doing hair. I also believe in taking pictures of each and every single thing you do, whether it's good or bad. I find that creating that portfolio as a consumer, everyone wants to see or feel like they've met you or see what you can do or feel like they've been in the space that you've worked in. So I feel like getting a chance and opportunity to take footage, videos, pictures, whatever it may be, and just really focusing on getting that out there.
Definitely. Like, what are you going to do to stand out?
Exactly. And as well as improving your like vocabulary and verbiage when it comes to talking with guests. I find that wording is such a big deal when it comes to speaking with a client or a guest, and just understanding the way that they're going to interpret what it is that you're doing or explaining to them.
Okay, very cool. So what is it that you love about working behind the chair?
I just love building strong relationships with my guests. I would love to feel like I'm almost like a family member per se to them. And I love the fact that I'm continuously learning. So you just, once you think you know it all, there's something else that you got to learn.
Totally. And it's true. You're learning new things about your clients every single time because you're sitting in that chair and they're telling you their life story. They want to share that with you. They're building that personal relationship with you. Totally. I love that. I know I am the same way. Today I was getting my hair blown out with the Aveda service, and I definitely, you become chatty. Your stylist becomes your best friend at that point.
Very much.
So what made you go from being a stylist to an educator? What made you pursue this part of your career?
I feel, again, the reason why I became a stylist was I love to help people. So whether it's being an open ear for the guests to vent with, or helping them with their image, or anything, a style change. So I just felt like I had something a little bit more to give. I just want to be able to be that person that I didn't necessarily have while I was in school or just starting really early on in my career.
So you wanna help the future of the stylist, basically.
Exactly. If I can help implement that and kind of just, again, be the person that I didn't have and really just give structure and just show those guests, or sorry, those students that you're going to support them no matter what.
Yeah, and that's some really good feedback that I've been hearing, because like I'm fairly new to this school as well. And a lot of the feedback that I've been getting from the students is just how supportive their educators are, and absolutely all of the staff. They feel like people are there for them to help them and develop them and get them going on their path. So with that being said, how do we at Aveda help students get their dream job?
So here at Aveda, we really strive to just give as much as we possibly can. We have a number of like added value classes that we include in our curriculum. So we do have makeup classes. Aveda has a variety of hair products, skin products, and makeup as well. So we love to give the students an opportunity to at least try and give them the fundamentals of how to kind of set them apart and give more to their clients. And as well as social media marketing classes. So we take the time to really hone in on how to create essentially a brand, a name for themselves, and to really get that out onto a big platform like Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth. And really having a good system to kind of keep following through with that. We have a photographer that comes in as well that speaks with the students to kind of give you the little bit of the rundown on how to get that picture perfect image, just so you know how to, again, build that perfect portfolio online.
And that's a massive part of it. And you're talking about that branding. So
Exactly.
with that being said, what is the benefit then of being an Aveda grad?
We have a 95% job placement rate, and we've had a number of students that get hired without even having an interview. We have a number of salons that come here, and we have people that seek out students and kind of just pick and choose the ones that they want. So we really just try to get the students to be authentically themselves, but also teach them those fundamentals of hairstyling.
Yeah, and even those fundamentals specifically to that Aveda brand, right? Like as
Right.
you're branding yourself, why wouldn't you want the Aveda name behind you? That kind of training is just like the cherry on top. Am I right?
Exactly, and I think what sets us apart is that Aveda is a huge global brand, as well as we're all vegan, natural, and organic. So what
Yes.
line can say that? So we have the best of the best, great quality products for ourselves and our environment. So I really think that we have a great opportunity here, and we really just thrive on that.
Yes. Speaking of which, cheers to Aveda. We are now over a year 100% vegan, which is so important. That's such a significant, really working on that social responsibility. And I think that that's a great thing to be a part of. So thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
All right. So thanks, Amelia. I appreciate that. If there's any questions for Amelia, please feel free to send them our way and we can get those answered for you. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at, I had the opportunity to experience recently one of the what we call sessions here at Aveda. This experience was spectacular. You feel like you are truly, I felt like I was behind the scenes at like America's Next Top Model. Like the hair, the fashion, the makeup, the photography. So we're going to have a little behind the scenes look at our sessions day, and let's see what some of our students had to say about it as well.
Since I was little, since I came to Canada, I just did my own hair by myself. I already have the passion to do it, so why not just do it professionally?
I wanted to make people feel good about themselves, and I'm a makeup artist, so it goes very well with that profession.
When I entered my adult years, I wanted to start appreciating my hair more and growing that confidence. And once I did, I really wanted to spread that to other people who didn't feel confident about their hair and their natural beauty. So yeah, that's what got me into hair.
I want to be the best, so you gotta go to the best.
I liked the mission and what it was about.
Yeah, this is the place for me.
I enjoy every single day and meet new people, like almost every single day.
It's a nice environment, and the friends that you get to make with the people in your class are just the friends that you get to keep for life.
For me, my dream job would be opening my own salon.
Hey Angela, we can't
One
really
day
hear
in the
anything.
future. Yeah.
So my dream career, I think,
Sorry?
would be like opening my own little private studio in like the Corden, like Osborne type of area. Big dreams.
The advice I'd give someone if they want to get into hairstyling is just to do it. The only way you're going to really truly know if that's for you or not is by getting your hands in there and just diving in.
Trust the process. Keep working.
Speaking of big dreams, let's talk to Sade here. We've got one of our April students with us. You are getting ready to graduate soon. Sade is going to give us a little bit of a demo on a textured hair look, how to cut that amazing textured hair. So Sade, you've already pre-started the look, I think, right? Why don't you give us a little walkthrough as to what's happening in the salon area there right now?
Sure. So basically, what I'm going to show you guys is how to shape up a natural texture, such as curly hair, coily hair. I sometimes use this technique on wavy hair as well, but it all just depends on the type of wave. So this side is already cut and shaped. As you can see, this side is a little wonky. So we're going to start with face framing. So I always like to start by parting the hair from the center point to the ear. And that just helps me separate the back from the front and keep things organized. So when I face frame, I like to just take small diagonal sections like this, starting at the front of the head. And then since I already cut this side, I'm just going to be matching the length to this side so we can have an even cut. So as you can see, this side is a lot shorter than this one. So I'm just going to go in and begin face framing. So when you're face framing, you want it to be at an angle, obviously, so that you have more volume here and more length. Typically, when you have a curly client, they really want to keep their length. They're very hesitant on getting rid of any length. So you want to create a cut that they can have a lot of volume and shape while still having that length. And that's what face framing will achieve, as well as layers. So we're just going to match the whole diagonal. So as you can see, it's going in a diagonal now. And that is how we get our face framing. So after I cut my guide, so this is what we would consider a guide. So this is our first section, and this is what is going to guide us through the rest of the haircut, lengthwise. So I just took my second section here. This is my second section. This is my first section. So I begin at the top of the section, and I like to just let it fall. When you're working with natural texture, you want to use as little manipulation as possible. I don't even use a comb when I'm doing my cuts. I generally just use my hands and my fingers. You don't want to take it out of its natural position too much. You just want to see how it curls and how it's going to fall. Natural texture is really about shape. So you want to be able to visualize that shape. So I have my guide. I'm just going to keep cutting in that diagonal, matching my guide. Just like that. And you can already see the shape is forming and the volume is getting created as well. So I just do that for the whole top section here. In total for the whole haircut, there's going to be 4 sections, 2 in the back, 2 in the front. And yeah, I'm just going to continue doing that. And now you can see that shape getting created here. And it's definitely a lot more volume than there was before. I'm just going to finish up my last section here. And I want you guys to really see like where my guide is. So you see how these long pieces are just overlapping the short ones? You just want to align it with that. So that's what I'm going to do. And always remember, a big transformation when it comes to a cut doesn't have to be taking off 5 inches. A lot of times I barely take off anything from my curly clients, and it's a big transformation still. So moving on to the rest of the haircut. So we have our front section here that we've already cut and shaped, and now we have our back section to still shape and cut. So working in the back section, we want to start with this side closest to the front. We're just going to be taking vertical sections, starting from the top all the way to the bottom. So I just go in with my finger again and kind of just part the hair where it wants to part. A lot of haircuts that you will learn in school will be very technical, very, I would say, organized in a way. With curly cuts, it's not like that at all. It's very sporadic. It's very, it's not perfect, and that's the perfection in it. So you don't need straight lines when you're parting. You don't need anywhere, just you want to part where the hair naturally falls apart. So I'm just going to do that. So when I cut the back, I like to elevate it a little bit just to, So this is my guide from the front, as you can see. So this is my guide. I want to follow this length. When you're cutting layers, you have to go on a diagonal because this hair on this side is what's going to be on the bottom and it's the longest, and that's how we're going to preserve that length. And then this hair is the shortest from the face framing, and that's what's going to add our volume. So I just cut on an angle like this. You see we kept all that length here, but we got rid of the middle, which is going to add to that volume. And then when I'm done with that, I will just pull it out a little bit to see if it matches my shape, and then fix anything that's not in line. So it's kind of hard to see on a camera, but everything here is in my shape. So these are not in my shape. So I'm just going to get rid of those little pieces on the bottom. And this is the fun part about cutting curly hair, is you can really customize it yourself. It's really up to you what you do. You can touch up a lot of things without going in completely, like just like this, like brushing up the perimeter here. It's really just adding to that shape and adding to that volume. So I'm just going to continue with my pie sections, my vertical sections. Just taking it like this. See, the nothing about it has to be perfect, and that's why I love doing curly hair so much, is because I don't feel so pressured for everything to be the same or everything to be perfect. You can really just have fun with it. So I have my guide here, my shortest piece, and I'm just going to cut that diagonal. Go. Then you want to just move your way down the vertical section. And as I move down, I like to bring it a little lower so that we can get that angle. Now, a lot of what I'm saying is probably really confusing to people who haven't been in cosmetology school, but if you do decide to come to Aveda, you'll learn all about this type of stuff, so don't worry.
Absolutely. And actually, if you guys have any questions that you want to ask Chardy, please just throw them in the chat. We will get those there for you. Get those there for you. We will. Yes, we will.
Okay, see, I'm just fixing up my shape here. And don't be afraid. I feel like when people are doing haircuts, they feel like they have to stay in one position. When you're cutting curly hair, that's not the case at all. I'm literally like, I'm here, I'm looking over. Every different perspective is gonna make me see an imperfection that I need to fix. So you wanna really look at your haircut from all angles. So I'm just gonna be continuing with those pie sections. I have like 2 more. So I will be matching my guide. And to get your guide, if that wasn't clear, it's just you have to pick up a little piece from the section that you just previously did and then match it with your new section. And that's how you'll find your guide. So just want to cut on that diagonal and work your way down the vertical section. You want to bring
as you're cutting there, I saw a question come up. Do you do it wet or dry when you're doing these textured cuts generally?
It really depends. I have done wet cuts and I've done dry cuts. Majority of my cuts are dry, just because it's easier to see how the hair is gonna fall, what shape it's in. You can't really see shape when the hair is wet, obviously. So that's a big factor. Also, another factor is you will never know the bounce back of someone's curls. So you could cut 2 inches off when it's wet, and it could be looking like you cut 5 inches off when it's dry. And that's one of the biggest concerns that curly girls have when they go to the salon is people cutting off too much length. Because like I said before, curly girls are very obsessed with length. So they're very cautious about that type of thing.
I can see it from here though.
Yeah, so I always like to do dry cuts just so I know exactly what I'm cutting off. There's no surprises. And then me and my client agree on the length and we just stick to that. But yeah, so now that I'm done with my technical part of the cut, I just like to fluff it out a little bit just to pull out any curls that I missed. And then I will just be just doing some extra shaping. Anything that I see out of place, I just give it a little trim. And there's a bunch of different shapes that you can create with curly hair. There's triangle shapes, there's heart shapes, and there's different techniques for all of those. Obviously, I can only show you one. I just showed you a basic haircut that I generally do to most of my clients because most of my clients like length and volume and definition and etc. So, yeah.
And we have another question in here. Sade, did you take the course at Aveda before becoming a hairstylist? Well, you can answer that. Sade is currently a student at Aveda Institute Winnipeg right now.
Yes, yeah, so I'm still a student actually. I graduate next Friday, so not for me. But yeah, I'm almost done. I didn't take any courses prior to attending Aveda. I did take some extra courses while I was at Aveda just for extra learning. That's what and you'll find that when you become a hairstylist, you're always going to have to be learning, whether it's in school or by yourself. But yeah, so I'll just show you my quick finishing product. So as you can see, the other side is now matched with this side, and we have a nice, beautiful shape going on. And then
Gorgeous.
This one, I would go and wash my client and then bring them back to the chair, style, diffuse, and then send them home. So yeah.
Gorgeous. I can actually say that my son has very curly hair, and I brought him to see Sade the other day as well. And night and day, the curls were so gorgeous. I can't even begin to tell you how happy we were with us. So thank you, Sade, for that. Looks like I have another question here. Great cut, they say. Did you learn to braid as well?
Do I know how to braid?
Yeah, so are you learning how to braid as well while you're in school?
Oh yeah, yeah, so we do have a braiding section in the course. I will be honest, it is a little old fashioned. I'm not too sure if anyone's familiar with braids, but you have knotless and knotted braids. We teach the knotted way, but that's all hair schools in general because the government, it's just how the government gives us the curriculum. So, but we do learn braiding. I actually taught my classmates how to do knotless braids, so that was super fun.
Nice. We have another question here as well. So first of all, you're getting a lot of, you are so knowledgeable. Absolutely. That's that Aveda education, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Is it best to cut natural hair at its natural state or blown out?
That's a hard question because I've seen people do it both ways. And it can be done either way, but you then go back to that length thing again. You never know how much you're cutting off. You never know the bounce back of the curl. Somebody's curl, for example, can bounce like this and there's not really any bounce back, or you can have like a really spirally curl where if you pull it, it's like 14 inches. And if you let go, it's like 7. So you'll never know. Yeah, it's a tricky question. I just wouldn't recommend blowing it out, just because that's also extra heat damage for no reason. And it's honestly just pointless. I feel like it's really just pointless because you can easily do it this way and it's a lot better, it's a lot faster. And you really want to work on your speed and dexterity when you're in hair school. And that's a big factor, getting clients in and out quick with quality. So I would suggest not doing blowouts, just doing it naturally.
Okay, awesome. So we do have a few more questions for you, Sade.
Sure.
I think we covered those ones. So what made you choose to pursue an education in hairstyling?
Well, I didn't really know I wanted to pursue an education in hairstyling until I actually did. So like last year, I've always been into hair since I was young. I would do my own braids, I would do my own silk presses, I would do my own hair. But I really hated my natural hair when I was younger, a lot. And I was super self-conscious about it. I always wanted straight hair, pin straight, long hair, and I was jealous of anybody who had it. And yeah, so my love for natural hair really just grows and stems from that. My mom really pushed me to attend hair school. And I wasn't really passionate about anything else. So I felt like that was the only route to take. And as soon as I got here, it was like a dream come true. Like I really fit in. I never felt like I fit in academic areas. So I felt really accepted here. As well as I really wanted, after I grew the confidence to wear my own natural hair and really love my own natural hair, I really wanted to spread that confidence to everyone else that I know isn't confident with their natural hair. There's so many people that I know straighten their hair every day. They just hate their hair. And I just wanted to make people comfortable and feel pretty naturally.
We're all our worst enemy, aren't we? We're our worst critic. But yeah, no, I totally appreciate that. So why did you choose Aveda? What made you choose us here at Aveda?
There's a few reasons I chose Aveda. My mom actually has a friend that actually attended here. She teaches at MC now, but she used to attend here and she said that she loved it. She said, but one of the big things that got me was the color theory. If you come to Aveda and learn their color theory, you can basically learn any other color, or color line, sorry, I don't know color theory, color line. If you learn Aveda's color line, you can basically learn any other color line. The color line here is 100% customizable. So you're basically creating your own formulas yourself. As well as I really love the organic, natural branding of Aveda. After high school, I really kind of stopped wearing makeup as much, and I was trying to focus on being more natural and appreciating my natural beauty, and I felt like Aveda was really an advocate for that, so I felt like it would be a good fit.
100%. It's all about that self-love. I love that. Thank you. What is your favorite part of this schooling experience?
My favorite part, there's so many favorite parts. I really loved sessions. Sessions was a big learning experience for me. I'm very into editorial pieces. If you guys don't know, editorial pieces are like magazine covers, those really big fancy photo shoots that you tend to see on like fashion shows, Vogue, all of that stuff. I'm really into that type of thing. So sessions was like a big eye-opener of how those type of events kind of break down, and it was very stressful but super fun. I loved it. Another thing is the educators are always here for you. We actually have a messaging system it's called Slack. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, but everyone in the class gets to go on there. And if you have any questions, if you're at home and have any questions, the teachers are extremely good at answering and quick manner. So it's a really nice support system here, as well as everyone that attends the school is just super nice. So you have like a whole class of friends. I'm gonna be like crying next week when I have to leave my classmates because I literally love them all. So yeah, it's a super positive environment. You learn so much. I don't even think I would be where I am right now if I didn't attend here. You learn like a crazy amount of things. And there's also just these extra little activities that we do here and there that are super fun and like really team building. So yeah, there's a lot of positive aspects of coming to Aveda.
Definitely. That family mentality. It's like a big hug when you come to school.
Yeah, it actually
really
is.
big focus on wellness, self-love, and really just being a part of a team and a family, 100%. So you have an interesting story and we want to hear all about it. So Sade has already started her apprenticeship. So that's a nice thing while you're in school. If you wanted to start your apprenticeship, that is most definitely something that you can do. And Sade is one of those students who has started her apprenticeship. So can you tell us, how did you get your apprenticeship?
So I got my apprenticeship I was actually just sitting in class one day and the owner of Hairology, it's on Grosvenor, I'm not too sure if anyone's familiar with it. She messaged me on Instagram just basically asking me if I had anywhere to work after school. And I didn't, obviously. I was only 3 months into school, so I didn't have anywhere to work yet. But yeah, I believe the reason she messaged me, I actually asked her now that we're like working together. She messaged me because of my social media. I spent a lot of time building my social media at the beginning of school, and I haven't stopped building it since. Social media is like one of the biggest things. I don't even want to say it's the only thing, but it's literally the largest thing that is important to building your career, because that is obviously the biggest thing happening right now is social media. That's the only place that employers are going to be able to see what you can do, what your work is, your creativity. That's where your potential clients are going to see your personality, if they want to come see you or not. So I really suggest, if you are planning on attending cosmetology school, to focus a lot on your social media. It takes a lot of time, a lot of dedication, but it is so worth it. As you can tell, I did it and I got a job without even looking for one. So it's really important to focus on that. I know for some people that don't post as much or don't do this, it can be difficult, but once you learn how to do the basics, you're set. Like, you just go up from there.
100%. And that's exactly what we're talking about that extra, that curriculum where we want to teach you how to build your brand from the ground up. And social media is a huge part of your marketing these days. That is your portfolio. So that is an amazing story. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. It looks like we have somebody asking what you're at. They want to follow you on Instagram.
My Instagram is shar.styles. So that's SHAR.styles.
Shar.styles. Follow her. And in case you're not following me yet, it's AIW.Winnipeg, getting into the reels and the TikToking.
Yes.
Lots of fun. So much fun here. Okay, thank you so much, Star. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for having me. Bye, guys.
Have a great rest of your day. So I hope that that was some awesome information for everybody. I know that some people are here and we've already talked, and we're going to be having some more conversations after our open house is completed. Please feel free to reach out to me. Yeah, there's so much more to learn. We can only fit a little bit about what this program has to offer you in this short amount of time, but I hope that you guys are taking away a lot of really great information, and I hope that you're feeling excited about investing in your future by attending Aveda Institute, because this is truly an amazing experience for probably every single person I've met so far. Do we have any other questions while we are getting just so you know, we are getting our draw ready. So I just wanted to check out there. I love your page. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. I'm having a lot of fun making these videos. It's very new for me, but I hope you guys are enjoying it because I'm actually having a blast doing it. What? I'm sorry. Definitely a bonus to help with social media. Yes, 100%. I missed that one. Okay, so it's a good turnout tonight. Great. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We are now going to do a draw for our beautiful prize pack that I showed at the beginning. We've got over $200 worth of Aveda products in here. Not going to go through it piece by piece, but whoever is the winner is truly going to enjoy that. I hope I picked my own name. Just kidding. I'm not in the draw, but I wish I was. Okay, so we're still interested. Okay, so I have a few more questions here before we do the draw. So if we are still interested in attending Aveda, how do we take the next step? Do we email you, Angela? You can 100% email me. I would absolutely love to talk to you. My email for you guys is angela@avedainstitutewinnipeg.ca. And I would absolutely love to set up a time to do a one-on-one conversation, just talk about how we can get you started on your career in hairstyling. So yeah, without further ado, I think I'm allowed to pick one of these guys now. Oh, okay. All right. Do we have a drum roll? No, we didn't plan for that. Next time I'll make sure I bring a drum with me. Okay. I'm going to pick, and I have a name. This is a name on here. I have a name, Cheyenne. Cheyenne is our winner of the draw today. So congratulations, Cheyenne. We'll have to reach out and figure out how we can get this to you. Congratulations. Yes. Or yes, they've put my phone number in there as well, where you can text me if you wanted to set up a time. Thank you for putting that into the chat there, Naomi. So my phone number is in the chat as well. If you wanted to set up a time, you can send me a text. Oh, you're so welcome, Cheyenne. Congratulations. Oh, yes. One other thing, if you're contacting me right now, just so you know, this is an open house special. The application fee, because you are attending the open house, will be $75. Normally it's $225 for the application fee, but if you've attended tonight, contact me right away and you decide that you want to apply to come to Aveda Institute Winnipeg, we are going to give you that special application fee of $75. So that is a great discount. You're welcome. Awesome. So I hope that you guys learned a lot today. Just by becoming an Aveda trained stylist, you're really just, the way somebody has put it to me in the past is, by becoming an Aveda stylist, you're actually upping your price point. So, you know, if you're wanting to have that Aveda name, that prestige name behind you, and just like the best of the best training, that elevated curriculum, and really just the endless opportunities that comes with this like global brand, really reach out. It's an amazing program, 10 months, 1,400 hours in class, and you just learn so much within it. To claim your offer, yes, to claim the offer, you have to send me a message tonight to set up your tour with me. So thank you for clarifying that as well, Naomi. We've got the beautiful Naomi handling the chat tonight. There's been a lot of people who have put a lot of time into this. Thank you so much, Amelia and Sade. Thank you to our behind the scenes. We've got Naomi, we've got Natalia, and we've also got Emily, who have been working really hard to get this set up for everybody. And of course, special shout out to Corbin for the makeup on Amelia tonight, which looks absolutely amazing. You got my phone number, you've got my email in the chat. please reach out to me if you wanted to get started on your career in hairstyling. And yeah, if there's no other questions, everybody can have the most wonderful evening. Drive safe, and please, please stay warm.